So let's get started.
So let me open this. Um, okay, this is even open already. So okay, open already. So I don't need to open.
That's good.
Okay, so this is open already. So let me just close this one. So this is open already. Um, where's my good? So
Run that one now. Won't you be running?
yeah, the UI.
Uh, try run it before.
I ran it before, but it was the session I used, the last session I used, so it's not working again.
See what it said. UI already running a different DogDB instance.
Where? Chrome?
It's your laptop. You check. I don't know where you went to go and run it.
I'm not running it anywhere. Oh.
You check.
I've closed it.
You close the tab, not what you run in the terminal.
Or let me just close everything. This is power. Okay, this is. Let me just close everything and this is PowerShell, right?
Mm,
So this is PowerShell. This is my WhatsApp. Nothing else now. This is not here. This is not here. Okay, what I'll just do is let me just close my browser, everything, so that if there's anything that is there. This one is just the meeting. This is just our meeting. So nothing is here apart from our meeting. So let me run it again. But should I close PowerShell and reopen it?
see, you run it here now.
And but why is my dog DB not opening?
And open it. Just open it manually. Click that link.
Okay.
Control and click.
Yeah. Okay.
So these are the little things.
So what I did was that SQL code we use for our local our data folder.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was just able to look through it where you created a table, or either if a table is already there, you should replace it.
Uh,
Again, then you now selected it from read underscore auto. The auto you're just talking about, it should be automatic. It should be auto run. That's why you use auto, not after the read underscore CSV, you added auto to it.
yes.
Yeah, so yeah, so
You know,
I tried to,
personally,
mm,
I don't think we should be thinking too much of SQL codes again in this day and age. To be honest, right? It's good to understand the code, but to say you want to learn everything like syntax for syntax is really no longer relevant. Already eight.
mm.
So where did you stop?
So what I did was I created a notebook
Yeah.
which is dog dbui, understand, no, untitled rather, and I pasted this. I created my schema which is raw, and I extracted my created or replaced my table here.
Okay. So far so good. Is what we have now is our raw layer. We've
Yes.
established our raw layer in our in our data ware. You know, DocDB is our data warehouse, so we've
Yeah, it's
established.
in our data warehouse. Yes.
Yeah, so if you okay, no need of attaching your database here. So you can now go back to your project. Go to our next. Let's go to the next part. So the next thing we want to do now is, we start from the raw layer, then from raw
Just please, just hold on. Let me bring my pen and paper so I can write.
okay.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, so all these layers that opening my mouth to say, just think of it as the a path where data flows through. Like when they say data pipeline, just think of it like that, where data flows through from point A, the source, down to the last point, to point D or so, right? Which is where users make use of the data. So our first layer or our first point there in that pipeline uh, is the raw layer. So which is what you just inserted your data into your data warehouse. So the next layer in this pipeline is known as our staging layer, right? So then there's the staging layer. Then the next layer after the staging layer is usually known as an intermediate layer or a max layer. But for the sake of the project, let's just use an intermediate layer. So we have the raw layer, which is the first point. Then we have the next layer. So from your raw layer, your data goes into your staging layer. From your staging layer, your data goes into your intermediate layer, right?
Mhm.
So the next layer after that, from your intermediate layer, the data now goes into your max layer. So we'll mostly be focusing on the staging layer.
So
So
intermediate, from intermediate you move to mat layer.
MART, yes, MART.
Yeah.
So I'll just clarify what staging and MAT is. Intermediate is just on its own, it's just the one. So your staging layer is your first point. Is the first layer where your data that comes from your raw layer enters, right? You know your raw layer is your data that is directly ingested from your sources into your
Yeah.
data warehouse. So in your data warehouse, it is known as a schema. So please note all these differences. In your data warehouse, this layer we are talking of is known as a schema. You know, in your project is known as a layer, a raw layer. When you're explaining to others, you say you have your data stored in raw layer. So from a raw
So
layer,
in the data warehouse is called layer. So schema.
schemas,
Then
yes,
yes. Then where the other one is what?
it just is generally when you're doing presentation, all this presentation or project explanation is known as layers. You don't call it schemas except you're speaking in terms
I'm
of
referring to data warehouse.
data warehouse, yes. So now your data is only in your raw layer, and now
Hmm.
you want to move it to your staging layer. So what happens in the staging layer is all your data from your raw layer, your staging layer is the first point of transformation. You've not done any transformation at raw layer, you just ingested and kept the data there. So in that raw layer, your data could be messy, your columns could be wrongly named, this and that. One thing or the other, the data is not in a proper state to be used, right? So your staging layer, which is the first point of transformation, is where you start doing a little a bit of data cleaning, data standardization, all these basic things that you do just to put your data in order, right? So
Hmm.
you have a couple of things like honestly, these are things that are common across all data profession, be it data analysis, they do data transformation and data cleaning, be it data engineering, they do the same thing. So it's literally just the same thing in that sense, right? So at your staging layer, you do your data cleaning, you check your duplicates, you check for missing entries, you give your columns proper names, naming and all these little things. So that is what is done in your staging layer. I'll skip the intermediate layer because it's a bit more complicated, or unless it's even unnecessary in some cases. But your max layer your max layer now is where you model your data so that the end users can make use of, right? Is at this point you're going to
So
do,
math layer is basically data modeling.
yeah. Okay, let's just say that's where you're even modeling your facts and dimension tables, or fact and dimension, yeah, your fact and dimension tables, right? So that the analysts can pull in this to their Excel spreadsheet or their Power BI and start doing their visualization and analysis, right? So that's where you do your data modeling. That's where you
So you have to
create,
create relationship and the likes.
yeah,
That is where relationship and all those things will be created.
yes, and that is where you even start creating business matrices, right? You can create a couple of, when they say return this.
Total sales by segment and the likes.
So that is in that math layer that you can start creating all those, and you leave it for the business intelligence developer or whoever to pull in this data to their BI tool and make use of. So those are the two main points in this transformation, in this pipeline process. So you can see we are going from unuseful data to useful data down to analysis. That is just, it shouldn't be more complicated than this, right? People might see it and say, this is so simple. No, the best solution is always the simple ones, right? So this is the simple process between this pipeline, in between this pipeline. So the first thing we want to do now is our staging layer. We want to create our staging models in DBT. So in DBT, in your DBT projects is known as models, because you're modeling those transformation. You're modeling your transformation. So that is where you open up models. You can remove that example folder. You can delete that one.
But this is
Just select delete. Let's see. Are you sure you want to delete example? Yes. Okay. So inside here, you create a folder and call it staging.
right.
Yes. Just please be making your file, your folder names smaller case, lowercase.
Okay. I'm coming back.
Okay.
Then for model folder, I
Mm,
will create a staging.
yes, you've done that now, but just make
So
your folder smaller case, all smaller
let
case.
me let me rename it.
Mm.
Ah,
Yes. Check that your dbt underscore project file. I don't know why it's showing error. I don't see the error it's showing.
DBT.
Yeah, that one that is showing error. Hover over it. Let me see what error is showing. Just enter your file.
Like enter where? Like how?
Like the where the code is, just move your cursor over the code. Let me see what error is showing. Move it over an error occurred while initializing DBT. DBT not found. Please install DBT. Blah blah blah. Please install DBT to use this extension. Why is it saying DBT not found? Hold on a bit.
Maybe because I'm using the old one, I should launch it again.
No, type. Okay, so as I was saying, for this stuff, click on Control Shift P. Control Shift
Yeah.
then P. Just click on it. Control Shift then P. Search for Python.
Python.
Yeah, just type Python. Don't need to scroll. Type Python. Python. What are we looking for? Hold on. Oh yeah, remove that Python. Remove that Python. Search for interpreter. Interpreter. Select interpreter. So that is your. Which one is your project? What is your project? Your project interpreter is supposed to be. Oh, I see what you did. I see what you did. Cancel this. Cancel it.
Okay. That's awesome.
Just escape. Escape. Close this VS Code. Where did you open that VS? Where did you open your project from?
Yeah. The project, I did it here. Where's the code? Yeah, yeah.
Okay, go back. Go back to the second one. It's the second one you opened
This
it
is the
from.
second one.
The second one, the second terminal. That one. And this is where you opened it from. So see this. See you entered user document demo dbt. Go into that.
Hmm.
Open that directory in a new terminal. Then open your VS Code from there. Don't add
I mean, this one, I mean.
don't add transform. Remove you're not to add transform.
Right?
Yeah. Is this how you used to enter your directory? It's CD now.
No, 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 no. It's supposed to be
CD
CD.
document demo dbt.
It's already user, so I don't need to stress myself. I
Document.
don't need to put document now.
So from here, open your code. So this is your whole project I should show. Right? From here is your full project. Let me show
So
you.
now, because I was using the old one, I mean.
No, not the old one. You didn't open from your project folder. You open from see in this project folder you have your virtual environment .venv folder up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when
What
you
I did was I only opened
from
the transform.
transform, yes. So it was not picking your virtual environment where you install DBT.
Okay.
Okay. So let's continue. In our staging
Math layer, yeah. Staging
yeah,
layer.
yeah.
I said we are in math layer. You said under model we have staging. We create a folder called staging, which I've created already.
Yeah, so we are in staging now. So in that staging folder, create a file and call it underscore file, not folder, file underscore sources
Mm-hmm.
dot yml.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Enter.
yes, enter. So this sources file acts as an entry point to your staging model. It tells DBT projects where to get your files from, where to get your raw schema from. that you want to transform. So what goes in here is you will write you write just start with, or should I share my own code so that to make it easier as you write, you just be writing yours over there.
Okay, okay.
Let me share my own screen. So over in that sources dot yml, what you want to do is you want to start with this one. You just put this up here, version 2, version colon 2, right? Personally, I don't know why they put this, but they just add it to their yml files. But this is where the actual source starts from. So what you want to do here, if you're following, let me know.
I'm following.
Yeah, just
So,
write this version 2 and then can continue. So the first thing here is we want to define our sources, right? These sources is what we would use in our models, in our model files, right? In our SQL transformation files. So we'll reference them in this file.
mm,
So what we want to do here, the first thing here is under sources we have a name. So this name, we just give it a name that you want to give it, the name of this source, right?
mm,
Then the next thing here is schema. Now what is schema? Schema is your schema in your data warehouse.
mm.
And I believe your schema in your data warehouse is referred to as
It's
called raw.
wrong.
Yes, so we are referring to the raw schema in your data warehouse. Note that this raw should match the schema name in your data warehouse. It has to match what is in your data warehouse.
Yes. The name has to be the same.
It has to be the same, yes. Else you would call from a schema that does not exist or a wrong schema, right? So now under that schema raw in your data warehouse, you have tables that exist there. Now you want to call those tables. If you can call them in any order. So I've called the customer table, the order table, order items table, product sellers, order payments, reviews, right? If I go to my DocDB, if I go to my DocDB data warehouse, attach existing, so you see these are the tables that you created in that your data warehouse. So
Just hold on. I'm coming. Dog DB. Um, how did you get to the data warehouse again?
ah,
How did you get to the data warehouse?
which one? This one?
Okay, okay. This one is the data warehouse that you created. Okay, okay, okay. I get now. I
Yeah, the
get.
one that I created in your UI.
Yeah. Okay, but me, I don't have it yet.
Uh, you've created yours now.
But in the UI, hold on. Did I? I think did I close it? No, no. Okay, I think I closed it too. Let me run it again.
If you close it, you can always check your terminal and open it.
You see, it's already running.
If it's already already running. Check your terminal to see where you opened it, and then open it again.
And we're even in the. I'm going on. Okay. You know the other one when he said it was running.
Mm,
Yeah, it's running. Yeah, I've seen it.
okay.
But you know, like in your own now.
Mm,
Let me take a look. In your own now, what's your own again? Sir? I'll move this meeting. Okay. So I'm just separate my screen so that I'm doing other things at the same time. Okay, so in your own now, under your database, you have dev.
mm.
You have dev. You have memory. So my own is just I have even the raw that we created, the schema that raw that we created.
Um, check your raw schema. You should have those tables inside. You created them now.
Let me check. Okay, I'm coming. See what I'm looking at. Look, can you share your screen? Let me share my screen. Let me show you something.
You can share.
Mm. Can I share my screen?
Yeah.
So there's no place to even drill down to see my row. So I just try to run this row again, this my create schema again. And it says set schema, no catalog, schema name there found, remain.
Okay. You have to attach your database. So click on plus and attach your database. Anytime it closes, it's the attach. It's detaches. So you have to attach it again. Then now you can check. See your dev. So see your raw. You don't need to run that now. You've already created it.
Okay, there's okay. Okay.
So these are your tables.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Basically, this thing you have to be checking any error. You have to understand how to interpret those errors.
Yeah. Over time you get used to it. It just becomes second nature.
And this guy did not call you. What's his name?
Gabriel,
Hmm.
he might be busy. So I can't. He might be busy. So now back to this place. You can see all my sources are here. So for customer table, for orders, other items, products, sellers, other payments, reviews, and probably any other table that I want to put, any other table I want to add to my sources. So from these sources, you put in your source, right? You put in the name of the sources. Then your description, you can just add a description of your choice. It was not part of the table. I just added this. You can omit the description itself if you don't feel like adding a description. But
So
in
the major thing there is the name.
yes, is a name. It's just best to start getting used to adding a description because this is important. This is important once you're going to be
For
doing
documentation.
documentation. Yeah, I know in proper projects you have to do documentation. You can't just give out projects like that. So now after setting up this After setting up these sources, for some reason, I think due to the extension I installed, it can allow me automatically generate my model here. But for the sake of learning, you have to create it by yourself, right? So
Okay.
this is our first model, and this is literally what a model is like in DBT. You know, at least for our staging model, this is the most simplest form of model
Okay.
you can write in DBT. Now, what I
So
do
what you are saying is after you did your, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
So what you are saying is after you created the schema,
Sources.
he created your yeah, yes, he created your this thing for you automatically.
Yeah. No, hold on. These ones that I created here, I did this manually, right? I did not create this automatically. If I
Mm.
wanted to create it automatically, I can just click on generate model here. And it will create something for me. It says error. So what's the error? Error while trying to generate model. So just ignore it. That's why I don't use that. This is just because of the extension I installed. So was it this DBT extension, one of them that I installed that allowed me to do this.
I
But
help me send this, help me send this so that we'll be on the same page.
I should help you do what?
The sources, everything. Just let me just paste it so I'll just be on the same page. Before we move to, okay, I want to put it on that shared folder.
Yeah, so I'll just paste it. I'll paste this GitHub in the chat. Any code at all that you want to go and make use of. So if you check inside here, transform models, staging, sources. You should see it here. So I'll share it on the chat. I'll share the link on the chat.
Okay.
Wait, did they even allow sharing of link in chat?
Just share it.
I've sent it.
I'll copy or paste it.
Are you ready?
Yeah, almost ready. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, ready.
Okay. So what do we do here? We are specifying our source, right? Select all from this source. Now this all is the name of our source that we give our sources over here. So this is under this all source, right? And then the customers is the customer table under our all source. That's just there's no other complicated explanation for this, right? And then this is now the this is the SQL code. So I'm not going to deep into SQL for now. That is SQL after DBT, right? After focusing a lot on DBT, then we can now go into SQL. But simply put it, with sources as select all the columns from this source. Now
Mm.
is stored inside this source. It's referred to as source. Then select this code now, this second code now, renamed as select all the inside this source. From these sources we selected everything. So from inside this source now, we are now going to do our little transformation that you want to do here. I'm casting customer ID as varchar, customer unique ID as varchar, customer zip code prefix as int, customer city as varchar. Just this is a very basic transformation that you will do in your staging layer. So when I say transformation, this is what I'm literally talking of. You could you could
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, like in my own now,
mm,
okay,
mm,
in my own, I just sources that I have. You understand? I've not created just that particular table for transformation.
that is this one.
No, I've not. The table itself, I've not created it.
Which table?
Other staging. Let me say the layer rather.
Is it here?
No, you have done this one already now, Abi.
Uh,
After this one now, we'll hold on. Okay, maybe I think I'm the one getting it wrong. Hold
are
on.
you talking of your raw schema?
Yes. No, not raw schema. You know, I have raw. The raw is there.
Yeah, raw is
Go
there.
to staging. Go to staging.
Okay, so in your staging, yes,
After staging now, you know you have schema YML. Abi?
this one.
Yeah. After schema YML, the next thing now is now ST all list customer, right?
Yes,
So is it that you are going to create a new folder, you are going to create a new file before you can write the code, before you can write the query?
just create a new file, right? Create a new file. Okay,
Okay, because I wanted to be sure that I need to create something first
yeah, create
before.
a new file. Call it this stg customers.sql. Even this naming alone is a naming convention that you have to follow. But I can go through that later on. Right? All these
Okay.
naming, you don't just give your files anyhow names, right? They follow a naming convention. So just create
Okay.
this file, which our first transformation will be the customers, and then the others, we'll just do the customers and other items, and the rest you do them. Right? This 1 2 3 4 5, you do them, and
So
then
I will just be
they all follow the same order. You can always use the GitHub code for reference. So once you create that SCG list customers, what you want to do is you want to select all from your source list customers with source. With source select all from list customers, source list customers, right? Then comma. SQL is a very funny programming language.
the source is OLIS.
Your source is only supposing hopefully you've specified your source inside this underscore sources.yaml file, right, as OLIS. If you want to test it out, you can change this source. You can change this name to another name and then put it inside here also. If you want to experiment with it from your own end.
So that OLIS now is coming from, in my what's the name, in my sources.yml.
Mm,
I use the name there as OLIS. That is why my source is now OLIS, right?
that's yes. If you want to experiment, you can change this OLIS.
Once you change it now, it will not work again.
If you see in your sources, in my source now, I have OList.
Mm-hmm.
Inside my model, I have OList. If I change this from OList and put something else, it will not work. It will give me an error.
Okay.
Or if I change my O list from my sources, if I change the O list here and put something else, it will give me an error. But if I were to change this O list to a different name and to change this O list here to that same name, it will work.
Okay, once you change both of them, it will work.
Yes. All see, what is indicating here is this name here, this name variable here. It says give me the name of your sources. So give it whatever name you want to give it. Then over here, it says specify that source you want over here. So what is the
That you have
source?
given me, specify it now.
Yes, now write out the source over here. You're writing out
So
source
it's more like once you create your sources,
over here.
once you create it over here,
Yes, your
that's what you are going.
columns.
It doesn't matter what you have in your raw your database
Mm,
again.
no, this one is the name you're giving it here in your project.
That matters for transformation.
Yes. The sources is not a data warehouse thing, it's a DBT thing. What matters between here and your data warehouse is your schema and your tables. These are in your data warehouse.
Hmm. I get it now.
Okay. So from your SCGO list customers SQL, write this code out and then we will run our transformation using just this code alone. So you do your first transformation using this staging model.
Either this thing that you sent to me, do you have it there?
Yes, it's there.
I'm going for customer. Error.
What error are you saying?
Error reading transform staging source runtime line 3. What's line 3?
Okay, is it that it's not writing something properly? Look at your code and write everything properly.
So what is my line 3? My line 3 is just this thing, the old list. So let me go back to my source and see what is my name. There's old list now.
Did you save your files? Did you save your source?
My source is saved. Okay, okay, hold on. Let me save all first. Okay, saved. So let me run it again. Hmm. Let me share my screen.
Okay.
So this is my um oh, this is, project is even throwing error already.
Passing error. Just go back to leave this one for now. It's what you're writing that is telling you error. version 2,
Okay.
you didn't put column. You didn't put, what do they call it? Put your
Semicolon.
put your column between version and 2. Not there. After version.
Yeah,
Yes.
like this.
And not semicolon now. The other shade na column. What is it called that thing? Let's see.
Oh,
So
this. Is that because of wow? Are you serious? See if I run this one now to work now.
don't run that thing first, but I don't use the VS Code running stuff. I run it from terminal. But run it, let's see what it will give you. And see now, you go to your can you see what I'm talking of? Your database is already attached somewhere else. So go to you
So I need to close my database.
yes, in that your DocDB UI. Go to your DocDB UI.
So this one now, do I need to close it entirely?
Detach it. So click on it. Click on
Or
your
I close it from terminal?
no no need to go that far. See your database there on your panel. Go to your panel. Now go to your database. Click detach. Click on it.
I run it again, Abi.
Yeah, hold on. Alright, continue. The name customers does not exist. Do you mean sellers? So go to your table.
Customers.
No, not go back to your DocDB UI. Go back to your DocDB UI. So attach your database. Let's check it out. Let me check out your what is inside there. So what is there? And you didn't add customers.
Hold on. Why won't I add customer? Okay, on.
You didn't add customers. Oh yeah, add customers. Just insert create query for customers. It's the same thing with what you've done here. Just create for customers. Don't worry.
Right?
Yes. Connection to
No, I think I am going to do something now. I wanted to do control shortcut to save.
go to your terminal has closed. Your terminal has closed. Check your terminal. Check your terminal. Do Control C. Huh? Uh,
You said I'm already running it.
try closing everything. Right. Hold on. Close this. Now Control C from here. Control C. Open your second terminal. You can see you have like two other terminals open. Check those ones. check the other terminals you have open.
How do I check them?
They don't.
If it's open
Yeah.
here, it's not open.
No, go back to your terminal. See, you have two tabs open. Check them. Two Windows PowerShell tabs. See, this is open. See, this is open. So close them. The same thing with the other one, just open. See, this is open. Close it. Okay, now run your. Go back. So from here now, run
I can
your.
run it now.
Sure, you see, that is why I say that terminal stuff is very important to get a hang of it.
Hmm. So that means to even do this thing very well, the best thing is to master terminal.
A lot of things, it's not just terminal. A lot of things, right? A lot of things. Okay,
It worked too.
so
So I can now attach my.
attach your database. Attach it. Hold on, don't run anything yet. Just attach it. That's your. Where's your customers? It has disappeared. Okay, customers. Copy that last part that I did for customers. That last query that I did for customers. Copy it. Carry it to a new cell. Take it to a new cell. Add cell. Paste it there. So before this data, before your read CSV auto data, before data add transform slash, because you didn't open it from your DBT project. Add transform and slash.
Where is that?
Read,
Okay, before this, I mean,
yes, before data add transform slash. Now run it. So you've added the
why?
customers. Huh?
So what is the difference? Why?
You didn't run DocDB UI
So
from
I'm
your
just adding it
DBT.
to. I'm adding it to. It's already my transform, so I'm adding it to my model, right?
I didn't get you.
You know, I have my this transform now.
Mm,
You have transform. You know, under transform, you have data, then we have raw.
mm. That is just
So
that is directory, folder directory. What I'm saying is when you run all this, when they say attention to detail, now all these little things will give you headache. So when you run docdb UI, you didn't run it in your transform directory. You ran
yeah, I
it
ran it to your DBT only.
yes in the other so you had to add it here, else you will not be able to find it. You will not be able to find this. It's just
Oh,
when you
oh, 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 oh. So that folder that I created that time, customer is not part of it. I just went to paste it there. I pasted everything there, all the folders there that I downloaded.
yeah,
So now I'm adding it to it now.
yes.
Okay, I get it now.
So
Okay,
now
now that now I understand now.
you've inserted your customers table into your raw layer. So you can go
So
to
now what I say now is if I go to under data and I check raw like this now, what I'm saying is this. That means when I downloaded this file before,
mm,
well,
mm.
customer table was not part of it, right?
No, you didn't add it, but you didn't add it to your query now. It was here, but you didn't add it to your query.
Okay, okay, okay. It was not part
So now check your query, you see
of
it
my
now.
query. Okay, 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 okay. So you did not pick it.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can go back, detach your database, then go and run.
Then I know that these small things I think that.
Yeah, have you
So,
detached your database?
I think I did that.
Hold on 1 minute. I'm going.
No, it's not detached yet.
have you detached it? Just detach it
How
from
come
there.
this meeting did not expire after 1 hour?
Where I have no idea
Is
what
it
the
that if it's just two person, it doesn't expire? If it's one or two persons, it expires?
I have no clue. I have no
So
clue.
I'm just thinking in my head. Maybe. Or did you create an instant meeting or you schedule the meeting?
I just created it was an instant meeting. I just saw
Maybe using
possibility.
maybe in our next meeting, just try and use instant meeting only. Don't schedule.
Okay, now no problem.
Okay.
So let's go back and do our
So I
stuff.
need to detach first
Yeah,
so that
detach. No go
no,
drop oh, detach.
not the under my dev. I detach from here. I go back to here
Mm.
and I play.
Ah, yours run oh. Wow. Mine refused to run from here. I have to be using terminal.
Thank God. Oh. God knows that He will not allow me to pass through stress since I'm a beginner.
So yours run. You cannot go back. You can go back to your DocDB UI and see your new schema there. So attach your database and then you see your new schema, which is your staging. Where is it? Ah, it did not appear here. Go back to your okay, go back. Let me see what's happened. Let me see what's happened there. Go back to your VS code.
Hmm?
It just
I'm
it
not ready.
just it just queried. Detach your database. Detach it. Okay, now go back to VS code.
Mm-hmm.
See this guy that is running. That one that is running. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Today is data finishing day. Another data has finished again.
How much data you buy?
Uh, the one I was using, I think it was one of the SIM was 16 gig, the other was 5 gig. Both of them don't finish.
For is it? I hope it's just. I hope you're doing other things and it's not just.
No, 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 it's not this one. It's not this one.
Okay.
I'm just wondering that all of them they're just finishing almost the same time.
So go back to your VS Code. So at that top side here, where you have that your run button,
Hmm.
See that guy that is running. Go to the guy that is running. Yeah, run that one.
What's the meaning of that one again?
This is your DBT model itself. What you ran before was the SQL code.
Okay. Unable to.
Let me see. And so the same error I had. The same error I had. So what you just do is open up hide that in. Um, create new terminal. Yeah,
Come here.
yeah. Inside here, just add plus.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see you now.
So you want to CD into transform. Or do you need to enter transform? Oh, okay, enter transform. CD into transform.
This is DBT already, oh. So stop at DBT. It's not
Yeah,
good that.
stopped at demo DBT. So enter transform.
Mm-hmm.
Enter. So what we want to do now is we want to run only
DBT.
no only this model, only this DBT model. So you
Mm.
do DBT run dash dash select,
Mm-hmm.
then space, then the name of this your model. The name of your model is SCG list customers.
Underscore.
Yes, the whole name. List underscore customers. Yeah, so enter.
Unable.
Completed successfully. So
I'm coming.
all those stories, just ignore them. That's not what you are looking for.
So what we just did now is how to run.
Run your DBT model, just a particular model. So that's where you did DBT run select, then the name of the model. If you wanted to run the entire project, maybe you already have like 10, 20 models and you wanted to run everything, you just write DBT run and it will run everything. So if this one now has been completed successfully, you can now go and check your database in your DocDB UI. So you see it there.
Mm.
Are you hearing me?
Hold on, please.
What happened?
I'm writing it down so that I'll be able
Your
to do the
line
remaining
your line is breaking. I can't hear
one
you.
myself. Okay. So is that thing that I told you about?
The data
No. My my
Wi-Fi.
um, my Wi-Fi does not work well again with my iPhone.
Okay.
So now I have to use. Just hold on. It will come back.
All of you people that have 7 phones. Ah,
I'm not even a fan of using plenty phone. Just
is well oh.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
You see now that this one will work fine now. It's back to Android.
Okay. So you can
You
go
you
and
can see that
check.
it's working fine now.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. No.
So you can go and check your as you have Android and iPhone, have Windows and Mac now.
No, I've not really used Mac. The only Mac I've used is one of my friend's own. I was just in my place for a few days,
It's not a problem.
and
Does not mean you cannot use it. So have Android and Mac.
I don't need Mac. I beg. I don't think I'm really a fan of Mac. Safe.
Uh, yeah, I can attach your database and then see your new schema. So inside main is in main. Okay, I even forgot to tell you. It's in main. Oh, that is memory. So
So
that
this
is
one
memory.
that I'm showing now is saying ID 9.4K. That's the number of data that is there.
ID 9 for 1. That is rows. Number of rows.
This is the number of rows that are there.
Yeah.
So automatically, what it means is this particular data now, we have so many null in it.
Mm. So it's just if you open that CSV in Excel, it's 94,000 rows, right? 94,000 rows.
Mm.
The other ones are not complete there. I see 93. Maybe it's missing. It has some nulls.
And this is even a fact table. Sorry, the dimension table.
Yeah, this is a dimension table. So you
The
can
fact
see
table will be more than that one.
there's one. Which one? Why is that one 28? Why is that one 28? So all these little things, right? Other
Okay.
payments. I think other payments is the fact table.
Uh, then another thing. Oh God. Okay. That is fine now. Okay. Fine.
But when
Okay.
you're transforming data, you should not be thinking of number of rows too much. All those ones not a problem, right?
Mm.
As long as your pipeline is good, whether it's a million rows or a billion rows, you should pass through it.
Mm. So if I understand you clearly, now transformation is just for like normal company now. Transformation is basically just setting your data types. If you know that okay, there are duplicates that you need to remove, you remove it. But if you know that you don't remove anything, you just leave it. If there's any merge you need to do, because I feel that even on the transformation side, there, like you might even need to join some tables together if need be. Abi?
Staging layer, you don't join any tables there. Like I said, staging layer is mostly cleaning work. I said there's also math
Yeah.
layer.
So the math layer,
There's
intermediate, then
there's
math.
intermediate and there's math. Yes. So from intermediate maths, you might be thinking of joining tables to get one or two things, right? You don't do that at this layer or at this level, right? So that is why
Okay.
I started here and we put now on your own you can just do for staging orders, right? And then on your own you can do for the remaining tables.
Mm.
So that is how this learning stuff works, right? Then you can do for the main table. Then by the time we've now done this A to Z, you've done the staging layer, you've done the maths layer, you've seen how everything is. Then I
Mm.
can literally just give you guys a data set and you do the whole thing A to Z without me carrying it by the hand. At that point in time, you already know you have a clear idea of what to use DBT in doing. You already know you have a clear idea of what to use DBT to do, right? You know how to set up your DBT project. You already know how to transform data. Then you can now move on to the next stage, like tests, macros, seeds, snapshots, and all those things.
Yeah.
So you can try for another table before we call it a day.
Mm. So this second table now, just leave it for me. Let me do it. Just, is my screen connected?
Yeah.
Okay, just leave it for me. Let me do the second table now. So I've created this one already. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I've created this one already. So I'll just go to other items. This is okay. So yes, other items. I'll copy this. So this one now, it did not even state the source. Okay. So in this case now, it did not state the source. So just this.
See
Right?
the source there now.
Sorry, it did not add the data types. It was
Yeah,
just
I didn't do any casting, so I
mm, mm,
just to show that you can literally do without doing casting, but
mm,
in a project, it's just best to do you just you know do the casting explicitly. If there's any column name you have to change it
mm,
also,
change it.
right? So
Okay.
those are things that just has to be done in a professional setting
Yeah.
before they come and ask you, who was it? Who taught you all these things? You come and point out to me. Yeah,
And so this one is done first. Then I'll run this one.
you know that you did that before. You know it's in Aura.
Mm. Let's see if this will run. Okay, nothing to do. Try check your model configure and this, right?
It's not going to run, right?
Yeah, so I'll just add my terminal. Okay, it's already in DBT, so I'll just say CD transform, right? And I will say DBT run dash dash select stg underscore police underscore order underscore items underscore items and I run.
What did you say? Nothing to do. Try checking your models configs. What does this mean? Found two models, 7 sources, 400 open. Nothing to do. Try checking your model configs. Wait,
Hmm?
you didn't save your file.
Oh, so I'm supposed to first of all this one available contracts save, then I will run this again, right?
Yeah. You don't need to do
Under
cd
transform, it's under transform already. This one. So because I did not save my file only,
Yeah.
how did you know?
It will indicate on VS Code. The indication will be there.
I mean, where did you see it here? I did not save it.
Okay, write something in this file. Write something. Just write any random word there. It has come there. So in this your other items, write any random thing.
Other item,
And
like
just
here.
and just write anything that's random.
Okay.
So look at your tab here, one unsaved. Look at your list
Yeah.
at the top. Open editors at the top. You see one unsaved. At the top of
One,
the tab,
yeah.
see it there.
This one like showing.
Open editors, see it beside it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. These are the things that okay. You see this error like showing, right?
See one unsaved right above your cursor.
Okay. Okay.
One unsaved. Now Open it. See, you can see STG list other items. See an indication on it here. There's a point. See that point? Click it.
Hold on. I'm not seeing the point you are
Click
saying now.
it first. You're covering it. Click on it. Remove the cursor from there. Now see that white indicator there at the
This
top.
one.
Yes, that
Yeah, that
one.
one I show you.
Yes. It means your file is not saved. So now as it is now, save it. As your all is this thing, you save it.
So once you save that white will go.
It will
It
go.
will become X.
If it's there, it means it is not saved. So just remove that skinny and then save your file back.
So once I remove it now, it's back to this thing. Until I save it again. Okay. Ah, yes. This is more of paying attention to details. Oh.
So now you can go and check your
So basically, if you want to do this thing, you don't need attention. You don't need distraction. Because one small thing can make you spend hours.
uh, so you have your other items.
Price is even
You can query the table.
from here
Yeah, just hover
in
over
this
it.
new salon.
You don't even need to go that far. Hover over it up. Your
Or where I
SCG,
have the table itself. Oh
yeah,
yeah,
your SCG all these other items. No, not there, not there. Up.
yeah.
Yes, over there. So click that three buttons. Query in current notebook.
I can now write any query that I want.
No, it will just give you a general query. To query
But if can I query can I say okay, me for instance now I want to just select from blah
yeah,
blah
you can
blah.
write any query you want.
Wow, interesting.
So congratulations, you've done your first staging model. Rather your first two staging model. So from now you can take the wheels and do the rest.
Hmm.
And like that.
So what I'll just do now, my assignment now is to make sure that I finish everything right.
Yes, just do the remaining tables. It's not even that hard because I know you go and copy and paste.
Yeah, no, I think what I will do now is let me write the SQL query myself. Let me understand the SQL query and write it myself so that it will not be like I'm copying and pasting again.
Okay.
Mm. But this I understand to this extent now.
Yes.
Let me just. I think I like the way you teach because it's not making me doing it myself. Not like you're the one doing it for us. Because the more I do it myself, I tend to understand it better than when you're doing it yourself.
The only luck here is that we are few. So it's just
Mm.
you, one other person, and maybe the third person and enjoy. If we were more than this, honestly,
We
none
cannot
of
do
us.
practical. We cannot do practical like this, and it will take time to understand this thing.
Mm,
Thank you, Joe. Hope you did recording for this guy.
yeah, we did.
Okay. Okay. No, wahala.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
no problem. So we've come to the end of the class for today.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so have a great day.
And you too. No, I will share those things with you after
Okay.
they come.